My name is Janet Grillo, and I'm the director of The Warm Season.
I'm Sarah Brandis. I'm the DP of The Warm Season.
My name is Carrie Kawa. I'm playing Clive, and this is her story.
I'm Daniel Dorr. I play Mitch in The Warm Season.
My name is Cynthia Mace, and I play Carlene in The Warm Season.
Hello, my name is Gregory Jabara, and I am playing Sam Ringo in The Warm Season.
My name is Michael Esparza. I'm 5'9". The character I play is Man, and the story revolves around me.
My name's Adam Seidel, and I'm the screenwriter.
My name is Mia Kimmy Brown. I play young Clive on The Warm Season.
Where did I come up with the idea? I've always been intrigued by the desert. I've always been intrigued by enigmatic things like extraterrestrials.
Oh my God, I read it and I fell in love with it. I thought, I have to do this movie.
What I loved about the script and responded to immediately was the droll humor and the humanity, the two qualities that Adam writes very well.
She really taught me a lot just about film and the idea of, crafting a screenplay specifically for being filmed. If we're going to be honest, 99.9% of screenplays don't get filmed. So when you actually have one that's going to get filmed, it's like an entirely different process of writing. And that was exciting and incredibly educational. So I am in debt to her.
Okay, everybody, let's go before this thing breaks into 1,000 pieces.
I've been working in the camera department for about 20 years. A DP that I used to work for named Tammy Riker. We've been together for 15 years. I was her loader, her second assistant, her first assistant, and she met Janet.
And so I reached in and said, hey, Tammy, who's your protege? Who do you know? Who have you been mentoring, cultivating in these years?
Tammy said, I have the perfect person for you.
Without skipping a beat, she said, Sarah Brandis.
And then I walked in the door.
Boy, was she right. Thank you, Tammy. I believe that the director of cinematography is a director. It's your co-director. I have images in my head, but I know nothing about cinematography.
I was so excited to work with her and so excited to be a part of what she could craft and what she could make, and wanted to just bring it every single day and bring it with every shot.
She's a fantastic collaborator and a wonderful woman and an energetic force field.
Dude, this is so great.
I was very interested in having a cast that represented our actual country. We knew that the actor we cast to play the lead role was going to carry this movie. And so it had to be someone who not only could play comedy, not only had dramatic depth, not only would be, really fun to look at for an hour and a half, but also somebody who understood what the film was about and would be a partner in the story we were trying to tell. Carrie Kawa gave an absolutely brilliant audition.
I would say that I really identify with Clive's desire to do good in the world. She really has this burning wish to help people by creating this space that people can come to and make art in. But her real mission is to make her own work, and that's a journey that I'm familiar with.
It was actually incredibly easy to cast the role of Man because Michael Esparza's audition was absolutely wonderful.
Michael as Man is fantastic and radiant. There was something in his eyes.
It was like in his eyes.
He has a radiant beam in his eyes that you can't make go away.
He completely was the character and was what I at least had envisioned the character being.
What I love about Man is that he is absolutely the complete opposite of me. I am somewhat of a tornadic, manic person, and he is completely the opposite. He's simple, he's quiet, he's gentle, and I find solace in his peace.
Our protagonist, is like deeply wanting fulfillment, but is kind of afraid to show that, even to the people that she loves most. And, then her husband is this person that's sort of carving out a successful life in his trade, which is being a painter. And yet, he's kind of wanting something. He's wanting more of an emotional connection.
In the movie, I play Mitch. Mitch is Clive's husband. To my view, Mitch is very much part of the emotional backbone of the story. I think the relationship gives context for where they were in their relationship, when they were happy, and how it sort of gradually started to unravel, which brings us to where we meet them when we first meet them, which is at a point of real crisis. So I think it's very much something that grounds the film.
And then you've got Sam.
You could detonate a bomb out here and nobody would know the difference.
Well, what I love about Sam is that I got to bring some of my native Michigan jargon to his character. And when I first read the script, I thought, I had a very specific idea of who he was, and Southern. And then the more I worked on the script and the words, it was like meatloaf to my ears. It was mac and cheese dialogue and conversation, because Adam writes like the family that I grew up with in Michigan. So that's my favorite thing, is I got to really tap into my family and bring them into the role. So that's fun for me.
I love Sam because Sam is a person who I would say has kind of broken through the threshold. I mean, at face value, he's a rogue. I don't even know if you would call him an agent. He's sort of conjured out of this mysterious gray space of these operations that we aren't to know about in the public, which, I actually do believe that there are people like Sam out there that operate on some level for the government.
It's beautiful how they successfully incorporate this sort of sci-fi notion into real ordinary life struggles, and that's fun to play.
And of course, Cynthia, who is renowned stage actor in New York. I was well aware of who she was. I was like, wow, Cynthia's going to audition for this movie. I was very impressed. This is like the movie god smiled upon us and just said, here you go. Here are these wonderful actors. They're incredibly skilled professionals. They're enormously talented, but they're great people.
It certainly has been an incredibly female-driven story, not only in its narrative sense, but in the creation and the making of it. We have female producers, we have a female director, I'm a female, we have a female leading lady. It certainly changes the dynamic, I think.
I prefer it. I think everything runs much smoother. There's no fragile male egos that you have to tiptoe around.
I think we can say proudly that it's about time.
All I have to do is what I'm told. And as a man, that is so easy. It makes me so happy. And I'm blown away.
There's this gentleness that is brought to every aspect of it. It's not about the business. It is about the business. But there's a caring to it that is needed for this project in this moment.
I don't know if it does make a difference, honestly. And that's really what it's about, is that leadership is leadership, creativity is creativity. And in the past, there have been those distinctions. And maybe what we're learning is that it actually doesn't make that big of a difference. So we shot this film in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, which is an incredibly unique place.
This isn't the tourist New Mexico.
Okay. Okay, 3 words to describe TRC.
3 words?
3 words.
Ooh.
An entire aisle devoted to marshmallows at the Bullock's grocery store. Oh, 3 words.
Quirky.
What a place.
Unique.
No words.
Oof.
Bob Barker.
Rest.
Hot.
Hot.
Yeah, hot.
Oh, but hot, but it was like hot, like sexy hot.
Healing.
Oppressive.
Honest.
Patience.
Bizarre.
A creative thrum.
Resilience.
A trip. It's a trip.
There.
I loved it. It was crazy. It was wacky.
It's been great. It's been beautiful.
Deserves its own sitcom for sure.
It was a really cute town, and it was nice for like the day and a half, I guess, that I spent there. So yeah.
I could not have known some of the details that this character needed to bring to the story if I hadn't actually been there with people who lived there and in the place that the story was where it was meant to be told.
Everything seemed achievable in Truth or Consequences.
And everybody's lovely, the people are sweet, and everybody has a story.
Everyone there was there to find something, and so were we.
The crew.
The crew.
The crew, God love them.
They are absolutely phenomenal.
The best.
Warm-hearted.
So many amazing characters in the crew.
And I don't think that the crew probably could have been as efficient and creative as they were without our producers, David Yowes and Julie Crosby.
Talk about people that are just so incredibly happy and motivated to be on set every day.
I respected so much and was so humbled by how hard everyone worked.
I'm enjoying being here, away from my family, on Father's Day. I'm actually happy here because it's an amazing crew.
People should see this film because it's really quirky.
Because it's bringing a message, a truth to humanity that I think we all should need and know.
This is about everything.
It's many stories in one, it's not just a sci-fi film.
It's a human drama with an alien, and you identify with him, and we all learn from him.
Why do I think it's important? Because right now, we are in a world that is being dominated by Marvel Comics and superheroes, and that's all fine and good, but what about stories that quietly explore the human condition with humor and heart?
For me, the best kind of story to see is people struggling and trying to overcome in spite of everything that's sort of thrown their way.
I really believe that this movie is going to help people feel comfortable with the fact that even if they're not settled in who they are right now, that there's something that they can reach back and think about, and that might change them for their future.
I'm not the right person to ask why should people see this film. I mean, I'm so close to it. It's like, why should people pay attention to me? Like, I don't know. It's gonna make me emotional to talk about. It is a story about a woman. Female, strong, messy, emotional, intense, raw woman who's on a healing journey. And there's laughs, and there's tears, and there's real relationships, and people should see it because those kind of stories are affecting. And I mean, that's what we're trying to do. And if we pulled it off, then people should see it because it's honest.
That's a wrap.